Welcome back to Tiny RV Cooking. First, I'd like you to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell for new notification on videos. I'll be putting out new videos every Monday and Wednesday. So today, we'll be making pork chops and apples in the crock pot. If you'd like to see this super easy recipe, stay tuned and I'll show you how. I found this recipe on Stockpiling Moms. I'll leave the link down below where you can find this great recipe. The ingredients we're going to need are, we're going to need 3 pork chops, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. They use honey. I'm not a big honey fan, so I'm going with brown sugar. We're going to need canola oil or olive oil just to spray our slow cooker, a tablespoon of olive oil for browning, salt to taste, pepper to taste. It calls for 2 large Granny Smith apples. I did 3. And apple juice. That's something I'm adding. To our pork chops, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to rub it in. Okay, now we're going to sear our pork chops just till they're brown. So I got mine on sear. This is why this is going to take our crock pot. I already pre-sprayed mine so it won't stick. Before we put our apples in, we're going to put half of the apple juice in. Half my bottle. I usually buy small bottles because this is all I use for making these. Half the apples. Get a nice layer on the bottom. I use, see, I can move it. So I use chopsticks as stirring sticks. These are great. They really don't take much space either. You can use it for coffee, tea, anything to stir with. And I'm just going to mix this together. Okay, I'm going to stir it up. It's all getting mixed in. We're going to pour half on top of our apples. We're going to reserve the other half. If you like it sweeter, you can always add more. But because I'm going to take all my food out later, we're going to make gravy with this. We'll be adding a lot more sugar to it. So I think it's fine for me. My oil is all nice heated up. I'm going to add my pork chops. Just till you see a little brown on the edges creeping up, we'll flip them, do it again. Then we're going to put it on top of the apples and the sugar, and we'll put the remaining amount on top. We're also going to deglaze this and get all the good flavor out of here. Nice and brown. Put them in where they can fit. Now we have all this nice fun. We're going to throw our chicken base, I forgot to mention on there, and get all this fun off. I have a half a cup. I might not use it all, but I will reserve it for the apple gravy at the end. If you don't do this, you really are missing out on some great flavor. There, that should be enough. I used about a half a cup in here. So I can get off of that. And get your good spoon. Okay, that looks pretty good. Put the rest of my apples in on top. Then I'm going to pour this right on top of my apples. I have my little spatula. Hope you can see this. I'm going to pour my remaining amount of cinnamon sugar right on top. I think I'm going to come back and add a few more sugar, a couple more tablespoons on top and mix it in. Just because I think it needs more sugar for me, because it is a lot of cinnamon, I'm going to put a couple more tablespoons, probably 3 more on top, because it just looks too cinnamony. Then I'm going to add more into my apple gravy later. Take a great stirring stick and break it up. I'll come back later while it's cooking, when everything's broken down, and just stir it up a little bit with my stirring stick. If you don't have these, great to get. But everybody has stirring sticks or chopsticks. Big ones work too. I have those also. So multi-purpose. Okay, we are going to put this on slow cook for 5 hours. Less, depends on how thick your pork chops. I think mine will be done in 3 to 4 hours. I'll come back to you when the pork chops are done. Our pork chops and apples are done. We're going to take them out and put them on this platter. Get the pork chops out first. Look nice and juicy. Then after we get all the pork chops and apples out, we're going to make what I call apple gravy out of this. What I'm going to use for my gravy is 1/4 cornstarch, the rest of my apple juice, 1/8 chicken broth, cinnamon if we need more, and about 2 tablespoons or more of brown sugar, according to taste. We need a total of 1/2 cup of liquid. I added directly to my broth I'm going to use for making gravy with, because you can just whisk it together really easy. If we need more, we can do it according to taste. That's thin. Going to mix it up. Then we're going to slowly pour in our cornstarch. Now we're going to add it to, we're going to turn this on high. We're going to add it to our drippings. Stir that up. And let it set to it thickens. But first we're going to taste it for anything else we need. Salt, pepper. I need more sugar. And I don't have much left, so I'm pouring the rest in. Be another tablespoon. We're going to whisk this up. Better? I just need my salt and pepper. This scoop is 1/8. So I'm putting half of 1/8 in. And my pepper. Our gravy is now done. Looks perfect for me. We're gonna dish it up in our gravy boat. If you like a little thinner, don't put as much cornstarch in. Or if it gets too thick, add more apple juice and chicken stock to it. And a little bit of sugar, just to get it right back to the flavor you had originally. And now we have our pork chops and our apple gravy. And now for the fun part. We get to try our pork chop with our apples that were cooked together, the apple gravy we made. Then I'm serving it with leftover mashed potatoes and squash and zucchini. Mmm. Really good. You can definitely taste the apple and the cinnamon that was cooked into the pork chop. The gravy goes great with it. See what the apples taste like. I'm not a fan of cooked apples, just not my thing, but these are really good. They taste like cinnamon apples sauce. Perfect. And of course, the mashed potatoes, because you know you're going to really taste the gravy on that. The apple gravy is out of this world. Really good recipe. Simple make. It is perfect in the morning. It's done at night. Make some apple gravy. You can throw it on top of mashed potatoes. It's good on herb roasted potatoes. It's just really good. And it's a great way to use the dripping instead of throw it away. It's perfect. I'll leave the link down below where you can find this great recipe. I will write down all my changes, including the apple gravy, because that's my recipe. Thank you for coming to A Tiny RV Cooking. I'd like to invite you to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell for new notification on videos. I put out new videos every Monday and Wednesday. And please leave a comment down below what you'd like to see me make in my tiny kitchen. Leave a comment down below if you made any of these great recipes. And let me know if you liked them or not and what any changes you made. I'm always interested in new recipes and changes. My camper is only 22 foot long, but I love her. I'll see you next time on Tiny RV Cooking. Bye.